Don't worry about that bullshit. In all honesty, when you start hearing that negativity, we don't talk to them no more. Those people are gone.
So I just started my business. How do I avoid the negative feedback I'm getting from family members around me, friends around me about starting my own business?
Who gives a fuck what they think? Man, what you're doing doesn't require their approval. And how they feel about you, man, it ain't even none of your business in the first place. Who cares? Who cares what they think? I mean, just because they ain't got no balls don't mean you don't. Just because they want to punch a clock doesn't mean you do. Just because they want somebody else to be in charge of their shit doesn't mean you do. I mean, you literally, this is crazy, but and you know, it's not a popular opinion, but this is the greatest country in the world because at any moment, you can get your little lawnmower out and some gasoline and mow the whole fucking neighborhood's lawns at the drop of a hat. And nobody's gonna say a word to you other than, can I Venmo you? Can I Zelle you? Can I Cash App you? Or do you need cash? That's it. And who cares what mommy thinks or daddy thinks or your brother or your sister or Uncle Ted or your drinking buddy or your dumbass friends, you know, or your old lady's friends or your husband's friends. Who gives a shit what they think? They ain't paying your bills. They don't know anything about you, man. All I know is that if you got enough nerve to get out there and do your own thing, you got more balls than 90% of America who wants to punch a fucking clock. My people laughed at me for thinking this would be a good idea. Listen, you're gonna have to get a job. This ain't gonna work. I've heard all this. How many pipes can people buy? A lot. A lot. We got over $3 million in fucking inventory. They're buying a lot of pipes and grinders and scales. Everything, man. They're buying a lot of shit. That's how small-minded they are. And just quit listening to them and move forward. Don't look behind because you've already been there. Fuck that. Eyes ahead. We don't worry about the static. We worry about the tunes on the radio, man. Don't worry about that bullshit. In all honesty, when you start hearing that negativity, we don't talk to them no more. Those people are gone. If they can't support you now when you get started, you do not want to hear them say, I knew you could do it when you're a success. Fuck you, you're out. We ain't even drinking cold beers no more. We ain't hanging out. I'm not going to fucking dinners with you. I ain't buying fucking Christmas presents for you. Eat shit. I got kids, an old lady, or a dude. You know, you got whatever. I'm telling you, your real unit that you're going to be dealing with are the people that are supporting you in the home because it benefits them to support you. These other fucks, man, don't want you to succeed because they want to be able to say the most important words that they can think of. I told you so. Don't be a victim to these people because negativity will create negative atmosphere. And the moment you start hearing that shit, it's over. It's over. You cut negativity out like a fucking cancer that it is. Do not let these people eat into your brain and rent space in your head and tell you what to do, because look at what they're doing. Are they working for McDonald's? Are they punching a clock at Walmart? Are they working for some Amazon? Are they working for some other warehouse group? I mean, what the fuck are they doing? Even if they're a fucking lawyer, you're not a lawyer. If they're a car dealership, you're not a car salesman. Unless you are, then, you know, maybe you should listen. If you're a lawyer, maybe you should listen to the lawyer. But if they don't have where you want to be or are not who you want to be, there's nothing to discuss. Let's say dad's worked in construction, mine did, for a plethora of years until he died. If there was something to talk about a fucking house, yeah, hey dad, tell me this, blah, 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 right? At no time did my old man sell weed. Hey dad, what do you think about this weed? You know, can I get this amount for it? I never said that, not one time. Matter of fact, we tried to hide it for as long as humanly possible. My dad was not into sales. He had a hard time selling because he wanted everybody to get a good value and get a good deal. That's not the real world. The real world is, we got a product, we got a price, do you want it? If not, you're screwed. What you have to do is not worry about what everybody else says. You have to get into the mindset that when I get here, I'm not helping all the people that shit on me on the way up. Those people's out. They're my family. They're my friends. So what? I don't owe them shit. I didn't borrow money from any of them. Nobody offered me money. None. So we're not listening to them. If you want it, you'll make it. If you don't, you'll fail. That's just how it goes. No outside extracurricular bullshit will stop you if you truly want it. Just saying. Don't listen to negativity. Move on. Cut those people out. You ain't got to kick them out and be done with them. I'm extreme. What I'm telling you is we're not going to listen to that. We didn't ask for that advice. Non-solicited advice is not appreciated. You don't even have to be rude. You just nod, oh, okay, and move on. And every time that they come around, you got to get that internal TV remote going and it says, mute. I'm simply saying, you got to learn to mute them and do your own thing.